Okay, we've got to talk about the Buga sphere. So get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please like and subscribe and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Now, what we're seeing right now is not the Buga sphere, but the spherical UFOs, the round metallic orbs, are one of, if not the most common UFO sightings there are. And we could be looking at an example of one of these objects right here. Now, you could say that's a balloon, but it is moving awfully steadily, I think, for a balloon. But let me know what you guys think. Either way, metallic spheres are maybe the most common UFO there is. And we may have one of those in custody being studied by civilian scientists. That's right. That looks like that. That is the Buga sphere. So what is this thing? It was flying with no visible means of propulsion, no ability or, any way that we understand of sensing where it was going. Although we may have some clues now about how it works. So let's get into it. All right, we have an article from The Hill, and I'm so glad that mainstream media is picking up on this. This is just incredible. Mysterious fear in Colombia sparks UFO talk. Scientists in Mexico are reportedly studying a metal orb that they think could have ET origins after it was recovered in Colombia earlier this year. The sphere marked with decorative etchings was filmed floating erratically through the sky before it crashed near Buga, Colombia in March. A video posted online that has racked up more than 500,000 views shows researcher Jose Luis Velasquez discussing the multi-layered sphere with no welds or joints that would be expected of a man-made object of its kind. Velasquez said that in the video that an X-ray found the 3 layers of the sphere to be of different densities. Julia Mossbridge, a founder of the Mossbridge Institute and an affiliate professor in the physics department of the University of San Diego, told Fox News that she doubts the Buga sphere has alien origins, though. It looks to me like a really cool art project, she said. Well, again, if it's an art project, I have to meet the artist because they discovered an independent, means of propulsion and no visible means of propulsion, some way to direct this thing. Incredible stuff. But hey, you never know. I mean, you go where the evidence goes, right? If it all turns out to be a hoax of some sort, well, then that's where the research goes. But at this moment, it does not appear to be that. It appears at the moment to be pretty anomalous. So what is this thing? What is the Buga sphere? The Buga sphere has a ton of wear and tear on the surface, as reported by Feminist Love Letter. It looks like it's been to the moon and back. The dots on the circuit are made of 95% copper. And you can see this wear and tear that she's talking about. That is just incredible. How old is this thing? How long has it been in operation? What is it doing? And if it is just one of these many, many metal orbs seen flying around in the skies, what are they doing? Do they have some relationship to the Dragon UFOs that buzz aerial vehicles? Does it have some relationship to the other UFOs that seem to be surveilling or something, or military sites and infrastructure, like the mystery drones, even forcing the relocation of jets from one military base to another base, and shutting down airports around the world? What are these things? What are they doing? Well, let's listen to what one of the researchers had to tell Jaime Maussan. I asked for this video to be AI dubbed in the awesome channel UFOs Declarationists Historicus e Controversialis. I nailed that. I think provided. So let's give a listen to a segment of this interview.
We took the sphere and brought it to the laboratory where we spent almost more than 4 hours intensely investigating the sphere with the scientists
at the National University
of Mexico, at the Institute of Materials Research. And this sphere inside is not solid. The shell is solid, about 3 centimeters, but the inside is not. Its interior moves when you present a field. Magnetics, I was wondering that the energy source, where could it come from? So when the sphere is static, it is Gauss's law applies. The field is zero. But it's not the same when you make it rotate. When you rotate it, then the interior we just saw moves. And that movement creates friction. The friction creates charges in some way, that could be negative, and this generates a static field around it. And the more the negative charge on the outside is strong, the environment attracts it, as you are seeing there in that graphic. What happens when you excessively load positive charges on the outside? What happens?
If we were to spin this inside, which has the same shape as the Tesla Tower, at a high speed, it would generate energy.
The charge is sufficient to generate a field that in turn, it would be in itself because it creates a reaction of the sphere's charge with its environment.
But if we manage to make the sphere, the thing inside it rotate like this, could we lift it again?
That is a hypothesis. If we accelerate the sphere to a minimum speed necessary to generate its activation, its dynamic principle of its let's say functioning, then it could start to rotate.
And if we made it levitate, what would happen?
It would be levitating. The only problem is that we don't have control of the chip.
In other words, it would go wherever
or it would
wanted.
be floating, or it would leave, or if they detect it, they take it away.
That's right.
They can take it away. So what is on top, we already know, is the antennas of these copper points, the 16 copper points. It seems there are 2 that are for orientation.
Two that orient their axis, and the others are for communication.
Now, there's a lot of controversy right now about the optical fibers, or the fibers, whatever they are, that have been found inside this thing, or that may have been found inside this thing that look like this. Yeah, what are these things? Now, some are saying this is a reflection of the, detecting equipment itself, and these aren't even real. But apparently there are scraped, there's a scraped sample of this material, whatever it is. I'm still looking for more information about the scraped samples, and I'll definitely report on that when I have it. I've reported previously about the controversy shared here by Wiverness. Buga alleged fiber optic sensors are reflections from the magnifier's own LED illuminator. So really interesting. Garry Nolan chimed in on this. Really interesting that Garry is paying attention to all this. He says, and this is why science by press release is a bad idea. This should have been determined before posting a result that had not been vetted. Good job. Is it true you wanted to do the study, to study the sphere, but only if you could take it to the U.S.? Garry says, no, not to take it to the U.S. Jaime Masson asked me to help and I suggested how to do the x-rays. There are plenty of superb scientists in Central and South America. My only premise is that if I am to be deeply involved, the results will be vetted to the nth degree before releasing. I did tell Jaime that if you wanted it studied in the U.S., I could arrange its transport and analysis, but I also thought there were experts that could do it in Mexico. In my opinion, it needs to be done under a single lead scientist who knows how to put together a paper for peer review. Interesting. So he is taking this seriously, and he does want this stuff peer reviewed, and he's been working with Jaime about maybe how to go about that. But he does seem skeptical of the whole fiber issue. And I'm still, again, looking for more information about that. And if you see it before I do, please send it my way, because that could turn out to be really intriguing, or it could be a lot of nothing. I just don't know yet. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. But here's what Grok had to say about it. The sphere is composed of an unusual alloy. This alloy has a reported hardness of 33 HB on the Brenner scale, significantly higher than standard aerospace aluminum. Interesting. Preliminary analyses suggest the presence of rare metals, though definitive conclusions are pending further testing. The outer layer is speculated to be made of titanium or steel, with a density comparable to human bone. The sphere's structure consists of 3 distinct layers with no visible welds or joints, indicating advanced engineering beyond typical human manufacturing techniques. Internal structure. X-ray imaging revealed 18 microspheres surrounding a central nucleus referred to as a chip due to its precise symmetrical arrangement, suggesting deliberate engineering. A central band of different material contains additional small spheres, possibly embedded before the object was sealed. The sphere's internal components include radiodense materials, potentially microcomponents or metallic pellets, in a needle-shaped structure curving with the sphere, possibly an embedded wire or antenna. The sphere, approximately 1 meter in diameter, weighs about 2 kilograms and was described as having a refrigerator cold temperature when touched. It reportedly emitted radio frequencies that later ceased and exhibited variable temperature and magnetic field effects, impacting nearby equipment. When water was poured on it, the sphere caused the water to vaporize instantly and emit smoke, suggesting unusual thermal or chemical properties. So this thing is just fascinating, guys. What the heck is it? What is the Buga sphere? Is it alien? Is it man-made? Is it an art project? Did Atlanteans make it? Did some advanced human civilization that has remained hidden from mainstream society create this thing? Did time travelers make it? Did Bigfoot make it? Who made this thing, guys? Is it part of the general pattern of small metallic orbs that are seen throughout the world and that have been seen for many years? Is this one of them? Do they all have engravings on it? Could this have been a recovered orb of some sort that somebody put some engravings on, some humans put some engravings on, and then somehow got to fly, but not very well, and that's why it crashed? What is this thing, guys? I'm fascinated by it. I love that it's being studied by civilian scientists and that so far it seems to be genuinely anomalous. So let me know what you think about it all in the comments below. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Join me on social media, Facebook and Twitter. Links below. Love to see you guys there. If you want to support the channel in a bigger way, grab a coffee mug or a hoodie or a t-shirt in the merch store below, or by becoming a channel member. Channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, there's plenty of other videos on the channel, and I'll see you next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.